Yara, Yara, Yara.
Mhm.
Did you have a good
Oh,
nap
that's a
there?
little bit.
Did you have a good nap?
Yes, Joby, I had an amazing nap. Joby, I've been taking care of the baby 3 months by myself.
But Yara, I'm on this vacation. I brought my mom with me, so we're gonna go have some fun tonight, okay?
I still can check on the baby. I need to check on the baby.
Oh
And you're
Lord.
checking my butt. Hey, what up, peeps? It's your girl K-Cee Deeva and Mr. Anthony. And
Hey,
we are here. We are talking about 90 Day Fiance.
yes.
This is Afterthoughts, 90 Day Fiance WTF moments.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a lot of WTF moments.
Whew.
I'm just trying to reenact. If you saw the show last night, you know that Jovi did a wonderful thing. Took a Yara. He wanted to have a romantic getaway because
Mm-hmm.
the romance is missing in their lives now. The little baby Mila
Mm-hmm.
there, who's cute as a button.
Yes.
Cute as a button. Those big
Oh
brown
yeah.
eyes, just adorable little
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Um, and so Joey's been complaining they haven't had any like mommy daddy time and whatever. And Yara's like, well, we're married now.
Mm-hmm.
That time's limited, blah, blah, blah. So they go to beautiful Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing she says is, maybe I need to find an old rich man to marry and move here.
Oh, there's a lot of them down there too. If you can find
I
you
was
a
like, she'd be right at home.
shoot, you find her a nice Cuban daddy, a nice Puerto Rican
Right.
daddy. Trust me, they're down there. Oh, they
Yeah.
down there, and they like a young tender like her. Trust me.
Um,
See it
and
all the time.
But of course, Jovi quickly brought it back to reality by saying, yeah, you go back to Louisiana and raise our kid.
now what? Now, now watch Yard. No, now watch next episode. Yard be like, the hell I am.
Right? In fact, give a close watch. You're going to be in the bar talking to some cat daddy, talking about,
Mm,
what's your name, sugar?
All you gotta do nowadays is just rub oil on his joints, and that's it. He'll buy you a car.
Oh, man, poor Jovi. He's really
Mm,
trying to just bring the sexy back. And
mm.
Yara is not having it. She cannot leave the baby alone with the mom for 5 minutes, with his mom for an hour without wanting to call and check. And maybe she's
Yeah,
hungry. And then.
it gets annoying 100% because he's trying to have a good time with his wife and show her that you're still I still find you attractive
Yeah.
and all that jazz, and all of a sudden then it's like she's like, I want to check on the baby, and he's like, oh my god, the baby, he's getting
I mean,
annoyed.
she was looking good. She dressed all hot, had a cute little
Mm-hmm,
tight dress on and stilettos and
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and makeup and all that. And
Oh yeah.
Joey's like, "Hey, let's get it popping." And she's like,
Yes, he had
"Yeah, no."
champagne ready and everything, and the whole nine. And she was like, and was a little more concerned about like every 5 minutes was checking her phone. And it's just like, stop. What are you doing? Like, enjoy this quietness, enjoy the moment and
I mean,
everything. So,
she's got to trust his mom. His mom raised him, and
mm-hmm.
his mom knows what she's doing.
Oh
You
yeah,
know.
absolutely,
Anyway,
absolutely.
okay. Moving on. Brandon and Julia.
Oh
What's up with
boy.
them? What's up with them, man? Tell the
Well,
people.
they are
Tell the
officially
people. The big
moving.
news.
They are officially moving out of the farm, and they're moving into an apartment. And I don't know if you noticed this. There's a couple things I noticed. The first thing I noticed was Brandon had a jar that said Lamborghini money for Lamborghini.
Yes, and as I was looking online, the trolls were saying, "So how much you want to bet he emptied that jar to get this apartment?" Because it did look empty. I didn't see no money in it.
Mm-hmm. It looked mad empty. All that money went to that deposit. Yeah. So
Listen, Julia got her demands. Miss Julia
she
got
did.
some demands.
She does. Oh my goodness. And so they're moving out of the farm and they're moving into this nice little apartment. And you could tell, another thing I noticed too is Brandon's mom was not all that much in for helping them move this stuff out. And she kept making these like little passive aggressive side marks and everything at
Yeah, she was
them.
throwing
And
mad shade.
she was. And I think what it is she's hoping that the apartment fails so they come back to the farm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can see it
I
in her
think
facial
you're absolutely right.
expressions. Yeah, I think she's hoping it fails.
Yeah, I think you're
Uh,
right.
Yeah, and of course, Julia's made it clear she's not coming back to the farm, even after they had announced that they planned on giving Brandon the farm at some point. She's like, well, she says in her confession, I want to sell the farm, and I'm like, you really that's like they're like
She
his parents
already,
are not going to see this.
she already gonna, and I was brought up like if you got a little bit of land or something,
Mm-hmm.
you hang on to it, you keep it in the
Yeah,
family. Clearly, she was
absolutely.
not taught those values.
Mm-mm. Nope.
She trying to sell it
Mm-mm.
as quick as
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you the only thing that because I'm that same way too. If you got land or a house, you keep it, right? The only thing that stopped me from keeping my house in Connecticut was property tax. It ain't cheap out there. So yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah. So but yeah, and it's interesting now because Brandon, I noticed a bit of sadness in him when they asked him, "Are you
He
excited?"
looks miserable, doesn't
Yeah, he's a little bit sad, and honestly, I get it because I remember when I moved out of my parents' house to my first apartment. I was happy, but I was also a bit sad too because like
he?
I'm leaving everything I know,
Yeah.
my bedroom, my big closet. I'm leaving everything, and now I'm going to start this new chapter. So there was a bit of sadness. So I can relate to that in a way.
Well, yeah, but Brandon, you're 28 years old. Man up, get the f out, get
Yes.
your own place with your wife, and
Yes.
do what you need to do. Okay.
Yes.
Let's. Okay. I wish I had some alcohol right now.
Oh God.
Let's go ahead and talk about Angela and Michael.
Oh, do we have
Yes,
to?
we have to. But
Oh, I was
you
staring
know,
at the. Oh, go tell them about. Oh
we we
God.
we 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 only gonna talk about the fact that I got some Gatorade at least. Hold
Oh.
on. Okay.
Oh.
So as we told you last week, Michael and Angela had
La 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 la
some naughty
la la.
time where Angela was in the bathtub with the bubbles and the
Oh.
rose petals
Oh.
and hey Michael, don't I look sexy? And she's like 100 years old. He's like 12. Oh, it's gross. Anyway. Um, so wait, how old? She's like 50 something, right? And he's
She's
35.
in
I
like.
know he's 35, but she's like
Yeah.
mid
Cause
55 or something. It's just weird. It's just
yeah.
weird. But
Yeah.
anyway, so uh so no, she might be like I want to say she's older than that. I think she's close to
She
60.
looks old. No, what it is she looks older, but she's actually like 10 years younger than what she actually looks. Because I keep thinking she's in her 60s, but she's
Okay,
actually in
I
her
can say
fifties.
I just
Yeah.
thought about it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe she's like, see, I'm yawning even talking about them. They boring.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, let's get to this quickly. So
Yeah.
Michael back in Africa, he's still stuck in Africa. Hasn't got a green card yet. Was talking with his homies. What did she call them?
The knuckleheads or something like
She
that,
she
or
picked some
the
kind of like name for them, and she doesn't like. She doesn't
yeah.
like any of them.
Yeah.
And so he meets up with them against
Mm-hmm.
her wishes, of course, and they're talking. And he's like, "Yeah, me and Angela had some sexy time, and they're looking at each other, and they had that face, and they start laughing. They're like, "What do you what?" And he explained how she's in the tub, and he said, "And I walked up and I licked the camera." And
Oh.
I thought his one friend, he just had this look like I just lost my lunch, like. And then when they went to do the interview, the one friend, what did he say, Anthony?
He said something about like sexy and Angela don't go in the same sentence together.
Uh, they were clowning. They were mad clowning.
Oh, let me tell you
But
something. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh God.
yeah. And then
Oh.
later on, well, anyway, one of the friends gave Michael the idea to like save, his contribution to a baby. I'm trying to be like somewhat PG here. Ah, that's the new term for it. It's kind of like entanglement, right?
Oh, at this point, I was screaming at my TV. Just cut this segment already.
Well, and
Oh God.
so the friend said you should do that, so then you can have it, babies and pregnant Angela whenever and
Mm-hmm.
Angela, of course, in her usual Angela fashion, blew a gasket. We're gonna have to, do this and do that, and I'm gonna be right there with you. You're not looking at porn, and way more information than we needed to know.
Yeah, way, way more
And I believe
information.
that if you want to see, if you want to hear more, see more, you're gonna go look at the rest. Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk
Go.
about Asuelu and Kalani.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Asuelu's family is in town. His mother and
Speak
his.
up a little bit, Ann. I'm having a hard time hearing
I'm
you.
sorry. Can you hear me now? Is that better?
A little better.
Okay, so Asuelu and his mother and his sister are in town. Her sister's kids are in town for Christmas, and they're going to go over to Asuelu and Kalani's house for a nice family dinner. But before they do that, Asuelu had to show up and set some ground rules and be like, "Hey, look, y'all cannot come in here act." I'm paraphrasing what he said. Y'all cannot come in here acting a damn fool in my house,
Right.
okay? Yeah, you can't, especially you, Tammy. You threatened to fight everybody at the tell-all last year. So yeah, no, this is you're gonna come in here, you're gonna act like you got some sense. Okay? So he put his foot down. So we were really proud of him for that.
Yes, and Tammy, of course, in usual Tammy fashion. Well, if somebody says something I don't like, oh Tammy, sit your ass down. You
Mm.
make more threats. It be the ones that be all threatening and stuff that don't do crap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'll
Like
tell you
like
this.
you and I said before, our bet's on Kalani. If a
Yes.
fight breaks out, the way Kalani think about it, the ones that are calm, cool, and collected. If you think back to the tell-all, Tammy
Mm-hmm.
was threatening Kalani, not Kalani,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me,
Kalini.
Kalini,
Yeah.
Kalani's sister. She was threatening her, and oh, I'll beat you up too. I'll beat up the whole family. I'll beat your dog up, and then whatever. And Kalini was like, okay, yeah, okay, all right, but come on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from what I witnessed in my experience, the calmer one is the one that can beat some ass.
Mm. Mm.
ACC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Tammy she better watch out.
Mm.
She
Yep.
better watch out.
Ooh, and it is a mistake thinking you're gonna go into somebody's house and just take over. Mm.
Right. You're
It is a
going looking for
mistake.
trouble. You're
Oh
going
yeah,
looking for trouble.
it's a mistake to do that.
Yeah, I don't like that woman at all.
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
just don't understand. It's all of course it's all about the money. I mean, Suela wasn't there 5 minutes. So when are you gonna help mom? When are you gonna send some money to mom? They're barely making it as it is. Like,
Yes.
Kalani doesn't work. He's got kind of sort of a job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, my question is, what does Tammy do for a living? Because she was talking about I take care of my little family, and she had like 2 kids, and then on top of that,
is
she's
she
like, I still
married?
send money home. I don't think she is.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think
I
she's a
don't think
single. I
definitely
think she's
some
a single
bitterness there.
mom.
So maybe she is. Who knows? Maybe she is. I don't
Mm-hmm.
doubt that she's probably contributing whatever, and maybe
Yeah.
she feels like, well, I've got 2 kids, and I'm finding ways to help mom, and how come you're not helping? I don't know what the family dynamic is there, but
Mm-hmm.
running around trying to beat up folks and threatening folks, it's just not cool. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's we're gonna have to wait and see for next week though, because that was the only time we seen him. So
I will be having a drink watching that one.
oh, I will too. Drink, popcorn, everything. I'm getting all my snacks ready. Shoot. Shoot.
All right, who's left there?
Oh, you want to talk about your favorite couple, Libby and Andre?
Yes,
Let's talk about them.
there was some. Oh, there was violence last night.
Woo!
People throwing kicks and whatnot.
Mm.
Okay, so their little daughter. I forget their daughter's name.
Is it Ava?
I can't remember.
Is it
She's a
Ava?
cutie pie too.
She
There's some
is.
cute kids on the
She
show this
is.
season.
There are,
She's a little
yes.
cutie pie. She does have a little. Anyway, I'll say she has her dad's head.
Yeah. No.
Okay, I don't like to bag on the kids, but she does have a
Mm-hmm.
dad's head. I'm just saying.
Right.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but she's
Mm-hmm.
cute as can be.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was her first birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a big party, all the usual suspects,
Mm-hmm.
Becky and the other sister, and the
Mm-hmm.
dad, Chuck, and
Mm-hmm.
some other friends and family and relatives were there. They had tons of food, great spread,
Oh yeah.
It's tiered cake and whatever.
Oh yeah.
What does Andre do?
Andre wants to cut the cake early because Andre is just so well. Andre gets into it with the sisters, and at the minute they show up and everything,
He
because
just wants to get them out.
he wants to get them out. Well, because in all fairness, now I will say this: in all fairness, the minute they walked in the house, they were passive aggressive with him. They're like, "Did Libby do all this by herself? It looks great." And he goes, "No, I helped do this too." And she's like, "Oh, okay," because we're just saying we thought they're just being really passive
They were
aggressive.
being
They were
catty.
upset with
Yeah.
him being catty, and at this point, Andre's like, you know what? I want y'all out. Let's get this mess over with now, so I can hurry to get y'all out.
Skip all
Let's
the
cut
birthday. Let's skip all the
exactly.
birthday ritual.
The hell with opening the gifts, the hell with the games, the hell with singing happy birthday. I cut this cake now because this mess is over.
Did
I'm
they even
done.
give you real food though?
I don't even think they did. He was trying to cut the cake early. He was like, I'm over this. He's like, I'm done with y'all. He's like, y'all done came to my house.
He wouldn't even care. He wouldn't even do it nicely. He was cutting big old hunks of cake. He just didn't care.
He was angry. That's the angry cut.
Oh my God. I was laughing so hard.
That's the Loretta Devine, a thin line between love and hate.
Right.
She cut that cake. That's the angry cut.
No. Yes, yeah. It wasn't Loretta Devine. It was
it Lynn Whitfield?
Lynn Whitfield.
Lynn Whitfield. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Okay, but so he was the other sister with the crimped hair, and I forget. All I remember is Becky. I know Becky. I just can't remember the other sister's name.
Yeah.
But so they get into it again. Same old, same old. You're taking advantage. You and Dad, you're taking money out of my pocket because that's what I do in houses. Chuck says, look, it's one property. It's not like all the properties. It's one property.
Exactly.
Now, I'm not an Andre fan at all. And I really don't like Chuck either because I think he's weak and they just run over him. Everybody runs over him. But
yeah,
I will say he's right. It's one property. They need to get over it. Let the man have the profits in the one property. And, now it becomes a pattern. I can see getting all up in arms. Like, okay, why is he getting all, let him have the one damn property. Like, keep peace. But they got into it. They getting now, if you saw my tweet, Andre was getting, I don't like, first of all, I don't like the personal space thing here, right? There's a beautiful shield. If you ever come in contact with me, it's certain little ways away, right? If I don't like that. If we all here, then we need, we making out, we intimate like that. You shouldn't be in this little bubble right here. Okay?
Right.
Now, Andre was being very aggressive with the sister, the crimp. I'll say crimp hair sister. I can't remember her name. Being very aggressive with her and pointing his finger, and that is a no. You don't point your finger in my face. You don't pull back a nub. You come in, you may walk around like this with the nub.
Look like you got a trigger finger.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, yeah, So she threw the cake in his face and walked off. And I don't blame her. Now, if she just walked up and randomly threw it in his face, I'd be like, okay, she's wrong. But you were too close, Andre. You were in her face, being very threatening. You're like a 6'8" big dude. She's like 5'2". Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, I in a way, I don't blame her neither for throwing the cake in his face. I mean, I get it. She made you upset early. She's been passive aggressive. She rubbed you the wrong way coming in your house and disrespecting you like that. I don't care.
There's no reason to be aggressive on a woman like that.
100%. Oh, 100%. I'm with you on that one. But yeah, you don't do that. I mean, if anything, you need to be like, look,
fine. If you want her to get out, that's fine. It's your house.
Exactly.
You tell her to get the F out, whatever. But don't be getting all in her face, being threatening and stuff. That's if Charlie had been there, those two would have been fighting.
I'm still waiting for that to happen, actually.
I Charlie would have gotten in the middle and said, don't get in her face like that. That's what, a lot of people don't like Charlie, but Charlie's not a punk. I like Charlie. I like, he stands up for his family. He might be doing it all wrong sometimes, but he definitely wouldn't let that go down.
Yeah, definitely. He wouldn't have. So we're gonna have to see next week because yeah.
Okay, last but certainly not least.
Oh god.
Drum roll, number one, WTF moment. Mike and Natalie.
Oh,
Whew, I gotta
you.
pull the hair back on this one. It's getting hot.
Whew. WTF going off the
Wow.
rails
Yes.
are understatements when it came to
Yes.
this last night. It got to the point where they didn't even show any other footage that they filmed with them at that point. They stayed in the interview section. And
For a very long time.
Mike's just like, look, I've had it. I'm done.
Okay, but let's rewind and let's tell the people what happened. So
Okay.
so they sit down and they start chatting,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, Natalie's still on this your mom called me a hooker thing. Nobody in the world heard the woman say the word hooker. Okay. She was something about
Exactly.
cooker or something. I forget what, they were in the kitchen. They were cooking.
Yes. Yes.
So she's been on this, your mom called me a hooker thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Mike's like, my mom didn't call you a hooker.
Mm-hmm.
He's talked to the mom about it. She's like, I didn't call her a hooker or whatever. She's been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, Mike does a smart thing. He's like, you know what? Let's solve this once and for all. Get mom on the phone.
Yes.
So Natalie calls his mom.
Mm-hmm.
They start talking. Hey, chish, hey, chish. Uh, she's dancing around. And then she's like, why don't you like me? And then Trish starts saying, well, because you're using my son. You don't love him. I don't believe. Trish starts going off.
She's like, the floodgates are open. She
And
said, gloves
this
off.
woman probably has been balling that up for like ever
Mm.
and just finally just let it all out.
Yep.
And you know how moms are about their sons. Like,
Oh yeah.
they,
Oh
you
yeah.
can tell they're very close as, her only
Mm-hmm.
kid and stuff. So, she just basically kind of tells Natalie about herself. You're using him. I don't believe you love my son at all.
Right.
Everything's about you and what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike finally says, ask her the question you called to talk to her about.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
then his mom says, I did not call you a hooker, Natalie. I don't know where you got that shit from.
Yes.
And she said the word shit.
Oh yeah.
I can't hear you, Aunt. We can't hear you at all. Um, so yeah, maybe try unplugging it.
Sorry about that.
There we
Sorry
go.
about that.
There we go.
Okay.
What were
Yeah.
you saying, hon?
Well, I was saying is that, and then Mike just said she didn't call you, and then once and for all, Mike just let it all out.
Tell him about Mike's rant.
Mike, oh my gosh, Mike is like, look, you've only been home one time since I've seen you since Christmas, and he just stands up. The camera had to turn towards him, and he is just going off
He's
left
all
and
over
right.
the place.
He then lays it all out. He said, what about all the stuff I bought you for Christmas? I spent all this money on all these gifts for you. And what did you do? You took them to your friend's house and you regifted them.
Who does that?
Oh my God.
No. I know. Okay, I know that, every now and then, everybody in their lifetime might have gifted one or two gifts here
Yes.
and there, right? You get something like, okay, I'm gonna just leave it in the box, so I'm not gonna use it, but somebody might need it one day. Oh, it's a white elephant gift or whatever. But all
Right.
the gifts he bought her, which sounded like a lot, she just took
Yes.
and gave to another family.
Right. And it was to that lady that she's been hanging out with quite a bit.
That lady's a little strange.
Yeah.
What's with the headband thing and the out?
Mm-hmm.
She's a little strange.
She is a little strange. So yeah, I mean, it was
Wait,
just, but
what did you say? She's renting a room, right? Or she's not renting. She's staying in one of her rooms.
she's staying in one of the rooms, and you're like, you
Yeah,
already
that was
got stuff
crazy.
over there. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're plotting to leave. You're just clearly now we see what your motives are, and so yeah, Mike's had it. He's done. He
But you
is
know what though?
done.
Here's the bad thing though, Aunt.
What's that?
Mike is responsible for her now for 10 years
Oh,
because they are
dude.
married. Once you bring somebody over here, this is the lesson, y'all. You want to go get these little hot, like, women from other countries or men from other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come here and you realize they've just been using you for a green card or whatever. They wig out or they cheat or whatever. You're still responsible financially for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's the moral of the story in this this show.
Right. Right. And so, yeah, you're responsible for her now. And I'm just like, oof, dude, oof. Yeah, oof. Yeah, he's definitely had it. I mean, he's over
Did
it.
you think Mike was gonna walk off, like leave the show?
That's a great question. I mean, I know I've been joking this whole time about, because he's under contract with TLC and everything. But you know what? I mean, I think he's finally hit his breaking point. And he's just like, look, I can't do this anymore with you. We're trying to act like we have a good relationship. It's gone from, being on in our home. Now it's spilling over into these interviews that we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be telling them about what's going on with our day and everything like that.
Right.
And now it's spilled over into that. So I don't know. I don't think we'll be seeing Mike and Natalie next season. I think Mike's just done. I think
You
he's
think by the
done.
tell all they'll still be together? I did a poll online. I'm waiting to see what happens.
I know. I'm waiting to see what happens. I mean, it's tough because these tell-alls. We think it goes one way, and then it's like it's a whole other way and
Right,
everything.
right, right,
So
right.
we gotta wait and see. So we gotta wait and
Yeah,
see what
yeah.
happens. So I'm definitely invested in this one now. So
Well, and did you see that Single Life is now coming to was on Discovery Plus.
right,
I just saw the advertisement after the show last night. Single Life, the first
right,
episode, first season that we saw on Discovery Plus, is coming to Lifetime. Excuse me, to TLC. Now, first of
yeah.
all, I'm a little salty because it's like, okay, you people have been paying to watch this. Now you're gonna show it on TLC when they could have just waited. But we're gonna have to add that to the list.
We might have to.
Single
And
Life was a trip.
it was. It was. Oh God, it was. It was, and just like the fact that like they weren't holding anything back on Single Life neither. They were just letting
Yeah,
it
I'm sure
all
they'll have
happen.
to censor. They'll have to censor,
Yeah.
but
Oh
once
yeah.
Happily Ever After is over, I think it starts in August. So I think that'll probably be the
Yeah.
next 90-day show that we'll be talking about. All
Yeah.
right. Well, we're almost out of time.
Woo, next
Thanks for
week.
joining us.
Oh, yep. I'm about to go to the store right now and get my drinks and
Get your
my
drinks, your
snacks
snacks, your
and
popcorn.
everything. Oh yeah, I'm getting it all. I'm getting set up. Oh
I,
yeah.
I'm ready because next week the only thing I really want to see
Mm-hmm.
is Kalani and the Swelu.
That's all I want to see too.
That's all I want to see. I don't care. All the rest of them are getting boring. I need to
Mm.
see what happens with that.
I need to see what happens. I also need to see what happens with Mike and Natalie. Though I want because I want to know if they're gonna be back for the rest of the season. I need to know if they're gonna finish out that contract.
Yes, yes. We'll see. We'll see. Well, it's getting past my bedtime, so I'm gonna
Ooh,
go ahead and wrap
it's mine too. Shoot.
That's what happens. When you have a fun weekend and then you come back and you're trying to work and just can't help but yawn. But you know what? We're still giving you the juice.
That's
I'm
right.
K-Cee Deeva,
I'm Anthony.
and we will see you next time. Later, peace.